The following may not be suitable for all audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Double tragedy. Man murdered while trying to put out house fire. The police are continuing their search for a gunman who shot and killed a man while he was extinguishing a fire at his house on Top Milford Road in Ochuria, St. Anne last week. The deceased has been identified as 33-year-old Damien Steer. Reports are that about 8 p.m., Steer was engaged in a card game with other individuals when he was alerted to a fire at his house. During his attempts to extinguish the blaze, an armed man reportedly pounced on him and shot him. The gunman then fled the scene. The police were alerted and Steer was assisted to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. Police sources indicated that the house was destroyed by the fire. 11 shot, including Klansmen gang members. 11 persons were shot, one fatally, at a party that was in breach of the Disaster Risk Management Act on Friday, October 30th. 2 of the men, which includes the deceased, are top-tier members of the Teshamilla fraction of the Klansmen gang in St. Catherine. The dead man has been identified as Kemar Tummings, otherwise called Night and Day, and the injured Klansman gang member has been identified as Marcus Smith, who is wanted by the St. Catherine North Police for murder. The other victims were treated at the hospital, where 3 of them are said to be in serious condition. Reports are that members of the Portmore Police Patrol Team were in the Old Brayton area when they saw a number of vehicles parked in a churchyard on the main road and went to investigate. Having checked the area, not detecting any noise, they proceeded on foot. Upon approaching Browns Lane, they heard explosions and saw a crowd of persons running in different directions. It was later discovered that 11 persons were shot. The police did not fire. Members of the public are to be mindful that until November 16th, the curfew, as stated by the Office of the Prime Minister, is between the hours of 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. Investigations continue. Teen killed accidentally by friend in St. Catherine. Detectives assigned to the Portmore Police in St. Catherine are probing the death of 16-year-old Jaden Morrison of Brunswick Avenue in Spanish Town. Morrison, a student at one of Kingston's top high schools, died from a gunshot wound he received on Friday, October 30th. Reports are that about 6:30 p.m., Jaden and 4 other boys were at a house in Caribbean Estate when a firearm was discharged and Jaden was shot. He was taken to the Spanish Town Hospital where he was pronounced dead. The firearm allegedly belonged to the father of one of the other boys. Investigations are ongoing into the incident. Spanish Town businessman missing. 38-year-old Kamali Thomas, a businessman of Hampton Green, Spanish Town in St. Catherine, has been missing since Thursday, October 29th. He is of a dark complexion, slim build, and about 170 centimeters or 5 feet 7 inches tall. Reports from the Spanish Town Police are that Thomas was last seen at a wholesale in Spanish Town, wearing a light blue denim and a pair of gray sneakers. Anyone knowing the whereabouts of Kamali Thomas is being asked to contact the Spanish Town Police Station at 876-984-2305, the Police 119 emergency number, or the nearest police station. Dancehall artist Laden goes to court on Monday for gun-related charges. Popular dancehall artist Laden, whose real name is O'Keefe Aarons, is spending the weekend in a lockup in St. Elizabeth before he is scheduled to appear in the parish court in Santa Cruz on Monday, November 2nd, to face charges of illegal possession of firearm and illegal possession of ammunition. 2 other males, one of whom is a minor, who were reportedly in the company of the artist, are facing similar charges. The other man has been identified as 21-year-old Cyan Ebanks, a laborer of Nemmertown in St. Elizabeth. The 3 males were arrested last Wednesday night after a firearm was reportedly ditched along a roadside in the parish after they were approached by a police patrol team. Senior Superintendent Stephanie Lindsay, head of the police's Corporation Communications Unit, CCU, confirmed reports of the incident. She said the driver of a black Mercedes-Benz motorcar, in which the entertainer was reportedly traveling with 2 other occupants, was signaled to stop by law enforcers in Cheapside, St. Elizabeth. Reports from the Black River Police are that the incident happened at about 10:40 p.m. The driver initially complied with the instruction, but sped off when the police approached the unit. The police gave chase and reportedly saw when something was thrown from the vehicle before it was subsequently intercepted and the occupants were searched. The police returned to the area where the object was reportedly thrown from the vehicle and found a high-point 9mm pistol with a magazine containing 1 9mm round of ammunition. Laden rose to fame as a Digital Rising Star Top 10 finalist under the stage name Jim Laden, and is known for songs like Time to Shine, Feelings Too Heavy, and Never Lonely. Bounty Killer says SOE is not bearing fruit and suggests alternative measures. Dancehall artist Bounty Killer is calling on the government to invest funds into social programs instead of states of emergencies, SOEs. In a lengthy social media video that appeared on the weekend, Killer, whose real name is Rodney Price, told what appeared to be a forum that despite the implementation of SOEs, murders have continued. States of emergencies, SOEs, were brought to an end in August to facilitate general election campaign activities, while zones of special operations, ZOZOs, have been reinstated. The government has delayed the resumption of SOEs to facilitate the review of a recent Supreme Court judgment that ruled that the detention of 5 men under the emergency security measures was unlawful. Although it is not clear where or when the dancehall artist shared his views on SOEs, he remained resolute that crime would not be reduced unless a range of social issues plaguing the country are adequately dealt with.
All the state of emergency and SOE and all these things, it's not a police problem. I told the government this long ago. It's a social dysfunctional problem. Moral issue, self-value, financial issue, unemployment issue, broken homes issue, dysfunctional parent issue, a whole heap of things, and then no social development not happening. We only have SOE and state of emergency looking for the bad boys. Who's looking for the good boys? What about the good boys that doesn't really want to be bad boy? Who is looking for them and showing them any little thing or implementing any little activities or nothing? Looking all the inner cities. Only bad boys we're looking for. Nobody down there. First thing, you hear them say peace management, them are break it down, them nobody want peace management. All the little people them go around and talk to the little youths them and encourage them not to be bad boys. Them no want to put no more money in that. Them want to put it in a SOE alone. So a bad boy alone them want to look for. And then the bad boy them, find the little good boys them, and turn them in a bad boy too. Call them idle, and nobody looking out for them.